Thank you. He recognized that I have a hard time pinning myself in a particular area. What is sexting? Well, purposely, the definition, sexting is the sharing of an intimate picture of one person to another. When I'm talking about intimate, I'm talking about a young female or a young male who is not clothed, whose genitalia is on the picture. This is sexting. Why is this a concern? Well, if I were to possess a new picture of a young female who was 16 years old, I would be in possession of child pornography. And that is a federal offense that will send me to a federal prison. Not to mention the fact you think the 16-year-old young lady would like me to be in possession of her picture. Nobody's saying anything. 16-year-old young ladies, raise your hand if you want me to be in possession of a picture of you where you're wearing nothing. Oftentimes, as adolescents, we like another person, and we might get tempted to share an intimate picture of ourselves with them. What is the problem with that? We've found that sooner or later, the young man that receives that picture has a tendency to share it. And then the person he shares it with somebody else. And the person he shares it with shares it with somebody else. Young ladies, who's interested in having intimate pictures of themselves shared with the entire male student body of Carl G. Mazer? Raise your hand if that's something you want. Now the guys, you guys want that kind of stuff, right? Come on, don't give me that crap. I was a dude once. We've only got one thing on our minds. Is that cool? Are there any gentlemen here at Carl G. Mazer? Sexting, guys, is a big, big deal. Why is it a big, big deal? Because it's against the law. The fact that you guys are under the age of 18 makes it against the law. Now, as the state of Utah, we've realized that two 16-year-olds sharing pictures of themselves is probably not as bad as a 45-year-old dude sitting in front of a computer looking at things that he shouldn't. So it's probably not going to land you in federal prison. However, it is against the law. It is a misdemeanor offense. If you get caught sexting, there's a crime associated to it. There's juvenile court, there's probation, there's fines. Not to mention the fact that your age, your minds are developing, your brains are changing, and if we involve ourselves in things that are stimulating, such as sex, at this young age, it can get out of control. Pornography is a bad thing. Why? Because it's addictive, just like drugs are addictive. Why? Because it's exciting, it's stimulating, it's fun, we like to do it. But is it good for us? Not necessarily. Because young ladies, if we involve ourselves, and young men, if we involve ourselves in stimulating activities in relation to sex, it controls us. And it makes us do things that we wouldn't normally do. Did somebody say experience? That's the only difference. Experience. I have a little more experience than what you guys have. Meaning, you guys are smart. Wow. Kids are absolutely brilliant. In fact, you guys probably know more now than what I did when I was your age. But what's the difference between me? I'm 37 years old, and I have life experience to help me choose what is good and what is bad. You guys lack that experience, and that's why God invented teachers. And God invented parents to help us go through this. The other thing we're going to talk about, other than sexting, we're going to talk about bullying for a little bit. I'm going to share something that's personal in my life with you guys. I was bullied from the time that I turned about 8 to the time I graduated high school. Extensively. People picked on me like no other. I got beat up. I got chased. I got teased. I got made fun of. I was bullied. My self-esteem when I was in high school was nothing. I didn't think that I was anything because everybody who I ever met picked on me and told me that I was nothing. It was difficult for me. It was hard for me. I cried on numerous occasions. Somebody laughed at me. Here I am, trying to share some emotional feelings. I'm just kidding.